Okay, we're gonna watch some more Italian league, and it is Lube versus Milano. I think they played once already, but I don't remember. I know that they're gonna play again too. It's playoffs. I don't know how many times they play against each other, but you guys know the drill. I mean, we got Chinyese, we got Bonifante running the offense, we got Nikolov. He's getting the most sets recently. He's balling out. It looks like Lepke did not play. That's fine. We got Botolo here. Marco in the middle. Lagumgia, the Turkish right side. I don't know. They looks like they mixed up their lineup a good amount here, but we'll see how it goes. And then for Milano, we got Reggers on the right side, the German right side. We got Gardini. He looks like he played as a blocking sub just once. Otsuka looks like he played a decent amount here. And Luaudi, the French outside, and Porro running the offense there. I don't know. Very good game. It seems like it should be a very good game. These are two very good teams in the Italian league. And, whoa, Nikolov starting off getting blocked real hard here. Wow. That's a tough one. And, I mean, the thing is, he's taking a sharp, he's taking a high cross swing here. But, I don't know, I mean, it's with a big block up there. Sometimes it's just tough. Sometimes that blocker just gets right above it, gets it, they claw it, like right in the wrist, and it just is a monster block off of that, Good reuse. Lagumgia, he's a very good right side man. And it's interesting some of the stuff he does because he's not like, I mean, Reggers is super lanky and he just swings high, but then Lagumji is just big. Like everything about him, he just swings hard, crunches his torso every time. Laudy makes a really good move here. And I really like this from Laudy here because ball's over here. Okay, most of the time this ball's going straight up and they're letting Nikolov take a swing. Okay, but Laudy is putting himself right in the middle here. Okay, but yet he's still balanced. Okay, he's not completely going over and just turning and running this way. And then he sees that he goes this way, hits a split step like a middle would, makes a really good block move. And again, he doesn't drift while he makes that block move. He jumps straight up and makes a really good block move there. So like when that ball gets moved over to a point where you're thinking about triple blocking, take a shuffle step one way or whatever it is. Really good block by Nikolov there. Like take a shuffle step, maybe two shuffle steps towards where you think you might triple, but then hello. Everybody does it. It happens. Oh my gosh. But then make sure you stay balanced so that you can still go both ways. And like learn how to hit a split step like a middle would. Like everyone needs to be able to do that. Bonifante. For how small Bonifante is, he does not really, like, he's a pretty decent blocker for how small he is, like, I don't know, I feel like he's not really, like some smaller setters, they get completely targeted and it's just like mouse in the house, let's go at him, but I don't know, it seems like he doesn't really get caught as a target that much. I mean, it's not like on their team they have a bunch of huge guys where it's like a massive difference between him and the other guys, but still. Run it back. Oh, hello. They give it right back to Otsuka. He sneaks it right under Chinyese there. And you see how Otsuka missed it. He was going towards the 1, he missed it, and then he goes for the 5 instead on the next one. Really good by Chinyese just to throw it down. It's got to be quick. You don't want to catch it from behind you and then throw it forward. It's still got to be in front of you if you're going to try and do that. But, yeah. Nice. This ball's still alive. Really good block by Chinyese there. Look at him. Okay. He's up early with him. Takes an angle away, but still presses forward. They just cover it, and then Otsuka just reuses it right there. And now they get another swing. Now they get a 2-pass, maybe even a 2.5 passes, maybe what you might consider that, you know. And then again, like I said, Riker's just going high. He's lanky. He jumps high. Just swinging over people. I don't know. I think Riker's he's been having a pretty good season. You know, there's some games, of course, that he doesn't play as well, but yeah, I gotta start doing what these guys are doing here, where they're serving from the 5 sometimes, because, like, honestly, it just adds a little bit of chaos. You know, it just adds a little bit of nuance to them thinking about what you're gonna be doing. You know, I think I might start doing that today at practice. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if I have the time and the option to do it, but we'll see. That's tough. But again, this is why cross is such a more reliable swing, so to speak, because like regulars can just reach and take that away. And since he has to go somewhat lower to swing down the line, because it's just a shorter space that he has to swing towards, you know, like the corner's closer to him, whatever. It's just a little bit different. It's a little bit different path. It's easier to take as a blocker. Tip. It's a decent tip, though. You know, I mean, depending on the team that you're playing, depending on the situation, sometimes you want to tip on the setter, sometimes you want to tip past the setter, sometimes you want to tip right in the campfire. Depends on the game. Depends on the context of the game and the flow of the game, how the game's moving, you know? Ooh. Laudy goes for the hands, Lagumgia pulls. And Bonifante messes it up there. No worries, that stuff happens. Otsuka, let's see what he does here. But like it's a tough serve to decide what you're doing on, you know? I think it's a really good serve. Yeah, okay. Lagumgia. Perfect pass by Otsuka here. Look at how much space he's covering here, okay? This is all his right now. This is his seam because the ball's cutting towards him. Look at the move. He hits a split step and just holds his angle right there. Look at how he's holding that angle, dimes it. And he's no longer an option on the pipe. That's fine. That is perfectly fine, dude. If you're diming the ball, you still have 3 very good options, and that's putting a ton of pressure on the blocking scheme. Bang. Perfect pass. Boom. All day. Let's see what Nikolov does here. Interesting choice by the blockers and interesting choice by Nikolov here. I'm not sure if Nikolov's trying to go for a reuse or what he's doing there. But, I mean, I don't know, it got him into a out-of-system situation. And they pulled twice. If I'm Nikolov, I'm definitely ripping this ball here. I mean, he pretty much did, but he gets a third chance there. And, like, look at this. He has some weird footwork. He goes left-right instead of right-left. That's going to happen. Sometimes it's going to happen. You know, you got to be ready to just jump where you are or do something different, you know? Like, if any of you guys have played basketball before, you know, like your layup footwork is when you're going for a right-handed layup, you go jump off the left foot, right foot goes higher, boom. But like sometimes in games, you're gonna have to go like that because like the ball or like just the play like calls for it. You know, it's the same thing with footwork in volleyball where you know there's certain plays on an overpass or like something like this where there's a little bit of a mess up. He has to just hop into it instead and gets the kill still. You know, gotta be ready for it. Again, another dime by Otsuka. And like, I don't know, like the passing is so important because look at how much pressure these blockers have right now. You know, like Chinyese's got to wait and then he's got to go over. This is the best block move he can make, and it just makes it allows Laudy just to swing into the 6 pretty much. Bonifante, let's see what he does. Hey, big ol' serve by Bonifante. Look at how low it goes on the tape. It almost hits the tape. It looks like it actually just barely misses the tape. But like that's what you want to aim for as a spin server. You want to aim for that back wall. That's in for sure. Yeah, beautiful serves. But you want to aim for that back wall, but you also want to aim right above that tape. So you want it to go right above the tape, and then it's going as fast as possible, and then that spin with the Magnus effect just brings it down. Let's see Poro. I'm pretty sure in this game Poro does something real cool. But I don't know, maybe that's a different game. Maybe we won't see it. We'll see. I'll let you guys know if I'm right. I'm pretty sure Poro is maybe 23 years old. He's pretty young. He's a very good setter though. Like he runs a really clean offense, makes some good decisions. He's able to do some really cool stuff. Even though he's like somewhat undersized, he's still able to do some cool stuff. You know, he's got long arms, so he's an okay blocker. But then he's able to do stuff like this where he's falling away, still finding the middle because he's just getting his hands on the ball. And like, I don't know, even if it's weird, don't, as a setter, learn how to not admit the situation as much. You know, like, learn how to do some more difficult stuff so that like an okay pass turns into a perfect pass because you're still able to get your hands on it and still able to run your middle from that spot, you know. Like, no matter where he is, no matter where that ball goes, don't be like, shoot, okay, well, I got forced to go into this spot. Nah, if you get your hands on it, if you can get your hands on it, you should be able to set everyone from everywhere, you know? Like, that's the mindset you should be having. It's the thought process here, okay. Over the top. And he's gone to the middle a few times now. I'm surprised that Chinyeze didn't bite on that. What do they call here? Oh. A little kick by Poro. And then... yeah, he might be over. He's probably over. That's okay. That'll happen. Oh, shoot. Wait. Did they challenge it? They must have challenged it. And they gave it to Allianz Milano here. Oh, look at that. That's a really nice reverse float here. I like this for a few reasons here. Okay. It's a high toss. So, like, I do a low toss on my serve, but it's the same toss as what his normal spin serve would be. Okay. He goes up, he jumps pretty aggressive. Like, it looks like he's going to go up and spin serve this. And then at the last second, he breaks it off. He slows his arm swing down, hitches it a little bit, and then he still contacts it pretty high. And then it's really good contact. Maybe it's got a little bit too much spin on it. But if he can get better contact on it so where it floats, he doesn't even have to hit it that much either. But also I really like where it drops too. Like he hits it enough and low enough right above the tape so that it still drops right on their platform. I like that a lot. Like you don't want that reverse float to be high enough to where they can get their feet there and pass with their hands, because that just messes with it. It just isn't optimal, so to speak. So when Regers passes forward with them, he still goes over and hits the D. That's interesting. Really good swing. Again, swinging high is going to get you guys points. Just got to do it every single time. We got Lube up 23-22 right now. Nice serve by Balaloo. And, you know, like you see when this guy moves over like this middle, like when he's running this route right here, the 31, whatever you call it, this middle takes a little dedication step towards it, and then it just makes it harder for him to close this gap. But it's still a really good move by Chinyeze. He drifts into it. And I like, let's go back to this real quick. I really like how Chinyeze rolls here, because he doesn't like bump him like crazy. You know, he goes kind of behind him a little bit and rolls off of him really smoothly so that he's not just like bumping him super hard and hitting him into the net. You know, like certain middles, when they're starting to close blocks like this, when they're drifting into it and stuff, they absolutely just body this dude, this outside, whoever it is. And then that outside just gets blasted into the net. Really good swing by Nikolov. Again, deep corner. Deep corner in transition, deep corner in system. Deep corner any point in time is going to be a pretty good swing. Off the chest. Let's see if Lube can finish off. Off the hands here. Again, Nikolov's swinging high, swinging hard. It's going off people's hands. And they sent Gardini in there as a blocking sub for Luaudi, I'm assuming. Yeah, probably for Luaudi, but or maybe Otsuka. Let me see. Sorry, everybody. No, okay, they sent him in for Otsuka. Fair enough. It's not a bad sub at all. Regers, they're passing forward with Regers a lot, and like again, I've said this before, but right sides, if you can get some passing reps, sometimes it'll really help your passers. You know, because if you have a right side who genuinely cannot come in, or else he's just going to be a complete liability in the passing, then like it's going to be a problem, you know. Again, a really nice triple block by Nikolov. He's blocking. He's gotten 2 or 3 triple blocks so far. Really nice by him. Working hard in the blocking scheme so that he can go up and do that. Yeah, that's kind of a mismatch in system, especially if Bolo is trying to help with the middle. Let's see, doesn't Poro look here? It's really hard to tell, but I don't know. I feel like Poro just makes really good decisions, you know, and like I don't know if it's because of his vision, like he sees the blockers or what, or if he just, you know, kind of predicts what they're doing really well. But I don't know. Yeah, I think he's nice. Falls in the middle. And like, I don't know, based off your routes, you got to understand what the middle is going to do based off of those routes, you know? Bottle gets that block, I'm not sure. All right, we got Marco serving it up. Tip by, what's his face? I forget his name. He gets the reuse kind of. And then Nikolov gets the pancake. Chiniese brings it back under the net. And then he must have called the whistle. I don't know. Regers, that's a really nice serve. Let's see it one more time. From the 5-6 seam. And this is why, like, look at this, okay? Look at the path of the ball. It's going right towards Nikolov here. Going right towards Nikolov, and then it just cuts away from Nikolov. Really difficult to figure out seams when that ball is traveling at you more. It's almost like you're adding cut to it, you know? Like, it's almost like you're just changing the cut so much, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like those serves from 5 are good. But, like, I don't know, you don't want to get people used to your serve, you know, that you don't want them to be comfortable in the serve receive. So you want to change it up. You want to switch it up sometimes. Let's see. Ooh, hello. Bottolo. He's alone. He goes for that cross completely. Stops himself. Look at how he jumps, okay? He covers a ton of space, but then look at how he keeps his hips on this side of his feet so that he can jump this way. And then boom. And then just dive cross. Gets a really nice block. And again, he hollows it. He hollows his body out so that he can press really well and not hit the net, you know. And I mean, I like his idea here. Instead of doing what he did last time, he just lets his body keep going while he jumps. And he drifts into the line to try and cover the line up. But, yeah, I don't know. If he would have done the same exact block move, he probably would have gotten him, which would have been pretty crazy. But, Bottolo, nice serve. And I like what they're doing here. with Nikolov just taking this middle alone, and we got Reggers going up the pipe. And like this is really good if you're able to call this, like say, hey, blah blah blah, whatever. Are they going double pipe? What's happening here? Double pipe? Double pipe. I don't know what's happening, man. That's crazy. Anyways, if you're able to see that as the outside and see that that middle is going behind the setter, like on a back one or whatever, and it's right in front of you, call that out, say like switch, or whatever it may be, so that the middle knows that now the setter dump is his responsibility and your responsibility is now to cover the middle up, you know. So switch, or whatever communication, whatever word, whatever call out you want to use is fine, but have that talk about that with your teammates, figure out what you're going to call out, and like whoever has the best vision with routes and stuff like that, maybe it's the middle, maybe it's the outside, maybe it's somebody in the back row, who knows, who cares, as long as you're calling it out, as long as there's clear communication and there's no miscommunications on it, then you're fine. Wow. What's happening here? He almost landed on it. That was pretty close. Ooh. Yeah, you hate to see that. Wow. Whew. That was close. Jeez, man. That's always like everyone's worst fear, is landing on a ball. I don't know. I've seen it happen a few times. People are okay, but who knows? It's still a pretty dangerous endeavor. Definitely don't purposely jump on a ball. Puts that ball tight. I love that. Keeps it in front of him. But then, see, this is why you need to wait. If you're going for the reuse, you got to wait for when they're on their way down, because if they're on their way up like this, like it's timing, the timing of their block is like a normal block would be, and then they're about to press, like as they're getting hit, watch this, they're going to press more. Boom, they press more. Okay, that's why you got to delay. If you're trying to recycle, you got to delay and wait until you're on the way down and the blockers are on their way down. Okay, because if not, then it's just going to go straight down like this. Okay. So like if they're on their way down, you can either throw it into their hands, you can hit it into their hands, you can tip it into their hands, whatever it is. But like right here, you'll see like blocker, he's pressing, and then after, when he's starting to go downward, he brings his hands away from the net. Obviously, Otsuka's not trying to get reused right there. He's not trying to get a recycle right there, but the point still stands. If you're trying to do that, you gotta let the block pull their hands. High swing, deep corner. Deep-ish corner. Yeah, you know, like I guess he probably could have gone deeper, but I mean, this one, when it's super tight like that, though, you want to get it quick. You want to do it quick. But if you're further off the net, you want to wait until that block is starting to drop. Like, I mean, just look at the block right here. Okay, they're jumping on their way down, they're starting to pull their hands more. And then the angle that it hits their arms at is just less, and it's not going to be straight down instead, you know? Let's see what happens here. Big swing, big old cross swing. Big old cross swing. And, you know, this is why I like to get, like, an extra step outside the blockers. Because usually hitters will go, like he's aiming outside the block, but then the blocker dives more. So usually I aim even further. So, like, it goes right here, you know, like it goes real far past. And then it just goes on Bottolo's left side, you know. Because, like, I don't know, as a blocker, you can make small moves that cover up a little bit extra, you know, and that's usually the block move that people make, is just a small one that is just a little change. And so it just takes up a little bit more space, you know, you can probably trust the blocker to make that type of move, you know, if they're good blockers, if they have good vision, if they have good volleyball IQ, they read people well, then you can kind of trust them to make those moves and take care of those ones that are close to the block. But then the ones that are far away, that's your responsibility as a defender. Nope, no sir, he missed it. Wow. Really nice serve by Reggers again. From the 6. Cuts a ton. Those are tough serves, man. Very different from a lot of other ones. Like, the last serve was going here and then it cuts to this corner. This one goes straight forward and cuts just right into the seam here. Puts him out of system again, of course. It's a really nice serves. Bang, gets a block. And like, even if your triple block is just like walking into it like this guy is here, watch this guy, okay? Even if it is just like walking into it, like it's super slow play, walking into it, making sure you're closing, boom, and putting your hands over the net. That's fine, fair enough. But make sure you close that block. If it's slow like that, like make sure you close the block. You know, obviously you want to be as athletic as you can in a scenario like that, you know, like make yourself as big of a block as you can, like, you know. But so after a big run, he blasts it out of bounds with some terrible hand contact. Watch him. Watch his body language. Hey, stuff happens. Sorry about that. It is what it is. High fives people. Gets back into it. They're all laughing about it. They're chilling, okay? Volleyball's just a game. Have fun with it. You know, like, everyone, I want to win. I hate losing. Everyone that knows me, I hate losing, okay? But it's a game. You got to have fun with it, you know, like, and some crazy mistakes, you got to laugh at yourself sometimes, you know? Have a sense of humor while you're playing. Oh, beautiful by Poro. That's so nice. So nice. And, like, this is why I have so much respect for Poro, is because even though he's small, he's still able to have so much finesse when he has one hand on the ball, super tight to the net, and he's still able to put up a really good ball for Reggers. And they get hyped together. Love it. And look at Reggers, okay? Immediately after he gets this kill, before the ball is even down, he's turning himself over and trying to pick up Poro and celebrate with Poro. You know, that's good teammates. That's good energy. You know, celebrate with your team. Don't try and make it all about you. Make it about your team. Make it about your teammates. You know, serve each other. Cross swing. Brutal. 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 Yeah. I feel like that's tough. You know, like having two people go after the ball like that, it's tough. But, I mean, communication is important in those scenarios. But also just trusting your teammates. You know, I mean, I'm going to go after every single ball I can even touch, you know. But, you know, if I expect you to get it, then I'm going to let you go for it. But I don't know. It's a tough one. Tough one. Let's see. Did he go off the hands here or did he miss? Okay, he missed here. These ones are tough because I get on the side of the ball like this a lot. When I miss, you know, like that's the way that I miss deep, is I get on the side of the ball. You still got to get over top of the ball a bit, you know. Obviously not so much that you bring it downward into the block and into their hands, but just enough to where you can get top spin on the ball instead of side spin, because top spin, the Magnus effect is going to bring the ball down and help you keep that ball in play instead of hitting it out of bounds. Gosh. One of the comments has said I yawn all the time. I don't know why. I think just when I sit down, my body just relaxes. Really good block move here. It presses extra. So like this is the block move that I really like, is he gets his feet there, whatever. And as he's jumping, he's pressing over the net. But then right as it's about to hit his arms, he presses just a little bit extra. You know, because he's still rising. You know, as he's going up, he's pressing over the net. And then at his, like when he's almost at his peak, he just presses more every time. Boom. Just press more and more as you jump, okay? You know, like it's not like, okay, this is how much I want to press, and then I go like that. No, it's here. You know, like you're reaching over the net like that, you know? Just barely sneaks it by Marco's hands here. Bang. I don't know. I haven't played middle in a while, so I can't really say too much about hitting as a middle, but I don't know. I guess just try and go for angles as much as you can. You're going to have to sneak it by that middle blocker a ton. Yeah, this is why you gotta stay aggressive, especially if you hear these guys say drop, 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 down, 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 whatever they're saying. Take a rip, bro. Take a dang rip. Obviously, you need to work enough and like do that work so that you can trust yourself to take that swing. You know, like you can't just go in blind and act like you can do it without ever trying it and practicing it. But you should be practicing taking swings from deeper in the court so that when you hear them say drop, 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 you just blast it into somebody. That's tough. Poro's biting up there to see if he can defend the setter dump, you know, but if it doesn't work out. Yeah, he got that. He got roofed there. He got roofed. Let's see this one more time. Poro's making big block moves, man. And I mean, he's got to press high. Like, he's got to reach high enough and then do it, you know, because Reggers is swinging from a real high point. But that's a nice block move, man. And, like, again, he's using that approach towards really nice block move. Again, he's using this. He's aggressive with it. He's fast with it. He's jumping as high as he can, and he's getting his hands on the ball. And then finishing the block move towards the middle of the court. Ooh, I like that. Like that block move, or that set, sorry. Ooh, wow. This libero, man, he's always going hard. Just getting touches, keeping that ball alive, keeping that ball in play in some way, shape, or form. Oh, hello, Nikolov. Bang. Good for him. Good for him. It's nice right there. Gotta respect that. Ooh, howdy. A little tape serve there. Out of system. Let's see what Luauti does. And again, that's why you swing high, because like in worst case scenario, you get blocked by somebody who's able to press this high, but then it's a soft enough one that it's coverable. You know, it's not straight down. You know, that's why you're hedging your bets when you're swinging high. Love this tip. And I mean, I feel like more middles should kind of learn how to do this, like on these approaches where he's literally like, it's a weird play. He's got two steps to just jump, and then he puts the ball away. But again, keep that ball in front of you so it's not like, ooh, you know, it's a big dunk, you know. No, you gotta keep that ball in front of you so it's a quick swipe downward, you know, whatever it may be, wherever that ball is, wherever the opportunity lies. What are they complaining about? What are these folks complaining about here? Anybody? No? Okay, they're good. They're chilling. Just snuck right through that seam right there. Ooh, another ace. Another ace by Reggers. Bang. I think it was in. Yeah, it was in. It was an ace. Reggers is serving great right now. And like everything's like Nikolov makes the move and then it goes off the tape. Those are tough ones. Those are some very impossible balls to pass. Very tough. Ooh, hello. Does he bring it right over the top of this guy? He's ripping though. I think it might have hit his head. But like if you're going on a run like that, just keep ripping, keep doing what you're doing. Don't try and add more to it just because you've gotten two aces and you want to hit it even harder next time. Just keep hitting it as hard as you were to get those two aces or those two out of system balls, whatever it may be. Just keep that consistent pressure. Consistent pressure is better than, I want to hit it even harder this time. No, come on. Be smart. Consistent pressure. Consistent pressure. That's it. That's all you need. Because, you know, if you're putting a team out of system consistently, then you should be making break points consistently too. Like if your defense is able to turn into offense, you know, you get a dig, you get some sort of touch, you get some sort of block touch. You should be able to turn that into a kill sometimes or turn that into a point sometimes. In some way, shape, or form. Bang. Nikolov? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Deerlich. Who's Deerlich? I forget. I forget who Deerlich is, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how he does this game. And this is, like I've said this before, but when right sides are pulling for free balls, this is where they should be pulling. They should be pulling into the court. Don't just get outside, get away. Don't just do it. Be apart. Make it easy. Don't make your libero run from the 5 spot to the 2 spot just to take a free ball. Everyone can take a free ball. This guy should be able to dime a free ball and allow that middle to be run. You know? Nice tip. I don't mind it. Off the hands. They're swinging high. Yeah, and like they lead Reggers so much. Look at where he lands. Like they lead him so much. They let him just fly, which I think is a beautiful thing. I think that allows him to just be athletic. Deerlich. High swing. Out of bounds there. Sweet ball. Ooh, hello. You know, and you see Otsuka's block move here. He's taking cross, but then he's finishing to the middle of the court again, like I was saying. But then he starts kind of taking cross. But then it lands in the bottom of the tape there. Yeah, it's off the pin. He almost gets him. It was the 0-2 versus 0-2. Well, probably, actually. Is it 0-2 or is he the 0-1 or 0-2? I forget. Yeah, Buffalo's the 0-1. 0-1 versus 0-2. High swing, chipped off the block, off the edge. Deerlich gets edged. Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, that's why if you reach towards the ball more, you'll kind of prevent yourself from getting edged a lot. You know, like it's not a surefire way not to get tooled, but it will help. Like reaching towards the ball, let's see, this is kind of a scenario too. Like if he would have reached towards the ball here, you know, it depends on where your feet are, I guess. It depends on where you're making the block move from, like where you're jumping from, I guess. I don't even know. Again, with the option out of 6, I love it. Setters, don't be afraid to take the first ball and let somebody go up and do something cool. Otsuka wants in on the action, man. Love it. That middle. I like number 12 as a middle. I think he's a nice player. I think he's probably pretty undersized compared to a lot of the middles in the Italian league, but I think he does a pretty good job. Reggers back to serve. Ooh, that's tough. He's had some good serving runs. He's had a few errors as well. It seems like they're not stopping him on his runs, though. Like, it's always his error is what's making him stop his run. Like, that's the only thing that's ending his run, you know? Let's see this ace. Because this one might just drop short a little bit. I don't know. It's a good serve, though. Again, like, it's a high contact point with a whippy arm swing and really good hand contact. That's going to be a nice serve. And then you got Luauti doing this, where he's just hybriding it, really flat serve. But I don't know. I feel like he's got to be. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong with this. But I think he kind of has to just be okay with contacting it a little bit softer, so that it like kind of is like a changeup in baseball, or like a knuckleball in baseball. You know, like where it's not so much that it's really difficult to pass it, but more so it's difficult to change the mindset from it's coming at me fast to, oh my gosh, it's slow. You know, like it's just a change of pace. It's pace that really changes up, you know. Really nice cross swing there by Otsuka. Nice swing. And they're going to win this set, I believe. Ballo dimes it. Let's see, over the top of the middle. Oh, did he miss this? he missed it. Oh, that's brutal. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know. I mean, swinging down the line is kind of difficult as it is, but like, if you're getting on the side of the ball like this, it makes it more difficult. So try and get on top of the ball. Try and get topspin on it. Whether that means you're rotating your body so that you're finishing straight forward, or you just change up your arm swing so it's more like snappy like this, you know, like you see TJ DeFalco really get on top of it like that kind of. But depends on your arm swing, depends on your jumping ability, depends on whatever you're doing. They're not calling this. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's legal or not. I'm not really sure. Not my job to tell you who's carrying the ball and who's not. Gotcha. And this is why it's important to stay neutral, you know, wherever that ball is. Because if you're trying to triple block, but then look at him, he's leaning this way, he's ready to go out to Otsuka. You know, like, be neutral so that you're not late and then making this sort of move. You know, like, stay neutral, be ready to go everywhere. Don't be cheating somewhere, or else you're gonna be a liability on the block. Let's see. Beautiful. I like that. I like this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Things get messy a little bit, but hey, it works out. Oh, and then Poro. Yeah. That'll happen though. Bottle up. Big spin. Nope. Otsuka. Yeah, and I mean, Nikolov, he's just, I mean, he's getting amazing attacks. He's taking really good swings. He's gotten, I don't think he's really passing that great in this game. But, like, the benefits outweigh the costs. I really do think that they do. So, okay. It's a nice swing. I'm not mad at that swing. Ooh, does he get him? But then he makes it again. I really like how this guy's moving across the net, man. I really like it. If you're an undersized middle, trying to figure out how to be making good moves, I like this guy, number 12. Okay. And like, he has to time this correctly, he has to make quick steps right here. Okay, these two steps are quicker than usual. And then he jumps high, reaches over the net, finishes his hands a little extra. Wow, good for him. Really like it. I really like how he moves across the tape. Schnitzer. Don't know who he is, but I like the way he moves across the tape. If you're a small middle, or a slightly undersized middle, or someone that just needs to figure out how to move across the net, watch this guy for the rest of the game. Okay, he's out right now. He just served, but when he comes back in, watch him for the rest. The lefty tip off the block. Yeah, off the block. It looks like. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Rager's. And I think he missed it again. Yeah. I mean, a great serve only goes so far if you're missing them. Oh, yeah. Chops it short on him. I like this. I like this choice. And, you know, Nikolov, it's not so much like a true short serve. It's just like a... This one's like a change-up. This one's like a curveball. You know, this is a little curveball, breaking ball, where it just drops a little shorter than you expect. It's not going to land in the 10-foot line, but it's going to land a few feet in front of you, so you have to dive in front of you and make that move in front of you, which is a weird move sometimes. I like this. And look at how he does it too. Like, he just snaps a little extra with his hands and he still contacts it high. You know, let's see the whole thing. Just contacts it high, snaps it a little extra, takes a little bit off of it. But he still has to swing it, like he still has to contact it high. You know, like he still has to get it from up here so that he has the angle to go over the net from, you know. Oh, he almost gets him. Allianz Milano up 18-21. I guess it's like I like this a little better here, I think. And Nikolov runs up, takes it with his hands. But yeah, I don't know. Is it Lagum G or is that? Yeah, that's Lagum G, all right. That's not Deer Lich. Is it Deer Lich or is it Lagum G? I cannot tell. I cannot tell. Let's see. Otsuka gets blocked. Okay. Float serve. Perfect pass. Bang. Allianz Milano's passing real well right now, and it's just obviously it's hard to stop. It's gonna be a real hard thing to stop. Good dive by Poro. Why is he pushing him in here? Very interesting. Good dive cross by Poro though. Like especially like if you know that this guy is jumping on this middle, safe to say dive cross because they're gonna see this guy dropping usually, and you might as well dive cross. You know, take up that space that they just took away. Nah, sorry, regulars, that's out of bounds. What? Wow. Barely hit the hands right before. Wow. I don't know who challenged it. I don't know who figured it out, but that's crazy. Barely hits the hands right before. This is why you stay deep as that 6 spot, you know? Like your job is to cover those balls. The block's job is to cover up the stuff right in the 6. And then the 5 and the 1, they're covering the stuff that's right outside the block. 24-20. Third set. Let's see what happens here. Poro. Big ol' miss. Big ol' miss. Kablam. Nope. Alright. Third set. Let's go into the fourth. The French passing fundamentals, baby. No matter what you do, figure it out. Let your body just do it. And make the angle. So this, dude, the angle is the only thing that matters on the pass. The angle is the only thing that matters. Okay, that's all the ball knows. The ball doesn't know where your feet are. The ball doesn't know if you're turning and doing a 360. The only thing that the ball understands is the angle that it gets hit with. You know, like that's all. So like whatever you got to do to make a good angle with your body, I don't give a crap. I don't care how it looks. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if your arms are like this. I don't care if they're like this. I don't care if you're backhanding it. Okay, if the angle's right, then you're fine. Okay, that's all that matters. Okay, and like obviously there's things that I'll tell you that will help with the angle. You know, so like opening up your hip is going to help you make a better angle and let you have more mobility. Let's say, but like the only thing that the ball understands is the angle that it hits at. You know, like right here. The only thing that it knows is its momentum and its angle. The momentum that the ball's coming in at and the angle that it hits your platform at. That's the only thing that matters, you know. And like I mean the French guys, a lot of the time they just make a crazy platform. They do a 360 like you saw Lou Audi do there, or they like let their platform break apart. But sometimes they'll still do this, you know, where it's just right in front of them. Boom, they go here, cushion a little bit, dime. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I have a pimple right here, I think. I would have liked to see him sit the middle here, but I don't know. I feel like Chiniesa just really waits well here. Like look at that might help him. So look at how he controls like his momentum of his body, like vertically. Okay, he's hopping a little bit, and the timing of it is he's hopping, and he could jump. He's landing, and then he could jump if he realizes that the ball's going here. But he could also, as he's coming down into it, he could say, okay, let's push off this way. You know, like just the timing of it, supposed up. He can go either straight up or he can go over. You know. Oh, goodness, I think I have a pimple right here. This makes me mad. I'll take care of it in a second. Forget it. Forget about it. Bang. Big old seam serve. Ball only knows angles. Yeah, there's things that'll help you make better angles and stuff, and like pass better. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is the angle. Like that's the only thing that matters. Because I don't care. I don't care if you're backwards. I don't care if you're doing whatever. There's things that'll help you make a good angle, like open up the hip like this, or like getting your body away from it, whatever. But if the angle's not there, if you're opening up your hip, but the angle's not there, then the rest is just gibberish. Little pass ski. Reggers off the block. Poro out here. I don't know. Maybe this isn't the game that Poro did the really cool thing, but I'm not sure. It still could be up here. It could be in the fourth here. Deerlich through the hands there. Through the hands. Who got a card? Oh my gosh, who got a card here? Alright, through the hands. He gets frustrated. Grabs the net. Punches the net. And then he talks crap to the bench. He's talking crap. He's talking crap to him. Oh, he's walking over there. Oh my. Oh my. And he gets in the face of the down ref. That ain't good. Yeah. Talking crap's fun and all, but you gotta be able to handle it. Love the competitive energy, but you can't be overtaken by your emotions. He's getting a card, big old red card here. Let's let it keep going. Let's see. I'll just let it keep rolling because I'm not sure if anybody else is getting carded or what. He is mad. He is not happy. You guys gotta calm down. Get him off the bench. Blah, blah, blah. Come on, let the boys smack. Let the boys talk smack. Let them throw down real quick. He's telling them to quiet down on the bench. Let's see how everyone comes out of this. Let's see how everyone responds. All right, let's fast forward a little bit here. All right, yep, we're back. We're back in business. We're back in business. Everything's okay. And then Luauti gets aced. And Luauti gets aced off of it. By the way, I'm a big fan of Luauti, but I just love it when people talk smack and get away with it, Oh, goodness. And, of course, there's going to be a timeout now. That's funny. Let's see. Yeah, give him a timeout. Let him cool off a little bit. Give it to him. Yep, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Poro. Thank you. Please give him the ball after that. Let the dude get some steam off. Let him get back into the game. Let him feel it. Because if you let him make those two errors or get that red card and then make an error and then you don't give him a chance to get back into it, then he might be lost for the entire game. So something like that happens, try and bring that guy back into the game. Give him the ball, try and bring him back. Because one good play might bring him back completely. It might completely change his entire momentum, his entire emotions, whatever. I remember playing these two brothers in beach, and every single time that one of the guys made a mistake, we would serve the other guy the next play, because we didn't want that person to feel the satisfaction of fixing the mistake or getting back into the game. We never wanted them to do that, so I think it worked really, really well. Oh yeah, getting saucy out here, fluent, saucy, bang, getting people to run. And this is why I would say that the pins should always stay down in a scenario like this, because you don't want to get that bounce like that. I would rather have them defend the back row swing than try and defend a front row swing with no block. but that's just me. Off the hands. And, like, honestly, since that red card, I feel like this game has heated up. And it's more... like, these guys are going even harder trying to get each other, trying to block each other real hard, trying to bounce every ball. Like, these guys are... this is fun. That's why I think crap talk, I think smack talk, whatever you want to say, talking crap, whatever you want to say. I think it should be allowed, man. Let it come into the game. You know, obviously there's some lines that should be drawn, you know, no slurs, no racial stuff, no, I don't know, sexism maybe, I guess, I don't know. There's of course a line to be drawn, but like let me talk some crap. Let me say, oh, I got you. Oh, I'm gonna block you. Oh, like let me stare someone down. Like, oh yeah, I did that. Like, come on, let me do a little bit of that. You know, I don't know. That's just me. I think it'll be more fun to watch. I think it'll be more of a spectator sport if you're letting people stare each other down and get real testosterone, real testy with it. I don't know. Let's see. Like, if he's able to just stare him down here, like, I mean, no, I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm not going to mention some other stuff. But yeah, like, when I see videos of people talking crap, I think it's fun. I think it's fun to watch. It brings me into the game, that's for sure. Like, even other sports, when I see people talking crap and, like, getting feisty with each other, it's fun to watch. You know, like, one of the kind of spectator sport issues of trying to make volleyball a spectator sport, you know, like the issues in that is that, like, in between each player, or in between each play, what happens, you know? And, you know, like, you can't have a commercial. It's only 10 to 15 seconds. And, you know, there's nothing really to do. Like, maybe show some replays, whatever. But, like, if they're talking crap, like, that's fun to watch. You know, like, that's fun to see. Like, in between plays, if they're talking smack to each other and it looks like they're about to fight, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for that. I'm tuning in for that, for sure. But that's just me, I guess. I don't know. Decent pass. Really nice pass. And, like, on a big serve like this, where it's a really nice serve and it's in a seam, you have to be okay with a pass that's just on the 20 feet high, maybe even higher, 10 feet off the net. You know, like, aim for 20-10. You know, just like a good dig. You know? Because, I mean, a good setter like Poro, he can run his offense from there. And good hitters, they can take good swings from there. You know, it's not going to be a problem. Like, you can't dime every ball. That's the sad truth of it. And it is a sad truth because I want to dime every ball. I want to make you look easy, bro. But sad truth is you're not going to dime every ball. All right, Nikolov. He's going to finish it out here maybe. Big ol' serve. Overpass. Let's see what they do. Kablam. Back row. Deerlich. And that's game. And I think that's just the first playoff game between these two. Not sure, but it was a good game. Thanks for watching, guys.